Well, the shortage of personal protective equipment during this pandemic has been very highly publicized, and it's affecting the safety of our medical workers.
Yeah, Spectrum Health actually now reusing some of the equipment, and they show our Doug Reardon how they're doing it safely.
It's something I've never seen in my career. Hope to never see again.
As the doctors and nurses at Spectrum Health handle flooded hospitals, Kurt Knoth is working to get them the supplies they need to do it safely. He's VP of Spectrum Supply Chain, and right now the supply of personal protective equipment is in jeopardy.
My department's basically been turned upside down over the last couple months. We have a good supply, but the fact of the matter is the outbreak has not presented itself yet as it has on the east side of the state, so we're still anticipating a lot more patients.
Spectrum is still purchasing new masks, but West Michigan's peak is still ahead. So now they found 3 ways to sanitize and reuse their stock of face shields, goggles, and N95 masks that Kurt said today are like gold.
Which is really an unusual process. Normally, you wear it once, you throw it away.
Goggles, shields, and masks can get UV light treatment. The equipment is set up in a Spectrum conference room and can zap those germs away. They're also using aerosolized hydrogen peroxide, a simple disinfecting cleaner. And with donations from local companies like Whirlpool and Gentex, Spectrum is using industrial ovens to combat germs with heat.
We can actually heat up the N95s to 70 degrees centigrade, and then that'll kill all the bad things, but then keep the masks so they're reusable. So as our staff run it through the process, they'll put a tick mark on the mask to make sure that we keep track of how many times. So we're going to run it through 5 times.
5 times for Spectrum, but Kurt says he's heard of other health systems across the country using the same methods and shooting for 10 to 20 reuses.
We're a little bit late to this pandemic. If you look at what's happening in New York and Detroit and Chicago, so we've had longer to prepare.
Well, that was our Doug Reardon reporting. Kurt didn't comment on the CDC's recommendation that people wear protective masks, but did note that all Spectrum employees who are now going to work are required to wear one, regardless of their job title.